Okay. Who's around 3? Best of 3. The Pioneer team without a Pioneer. From the south side. Versus Remnants here. We north and spawn with the double Oster. Without any MG42 it seems. And we will have a section, but conscripts.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
Another conscript. Sweat away for EK. Maybe there will be a UC, we'll see. Yeah, for now. With Oster player just tossing in 2 grants, I guess. It's the first engagement of the game. Obviously at the fuel here. Already, since it's AOD. And that's, I guess, somewhat classic to see. And I guess allies will obtain the fuel first. The section here, rushing it straight away. It's gonna be 3rd Grenadier as well. Okay, some sandbags already, I guess. But realizing that there's no MG. And a late ammo camp for Panmu, it seems. Looking quite good for the allies. So the Axis, they definitely have one thing, and that's the initiative. Being closely together here at the middle of the map, let's say. Go either way, but EK is sort of already shifting over to the middle here. He's probably very aware that might be actually both going for someone. I guess the comms are running hot here for the Pioneer team. But I guess it's just gonna be classic 1v1s for now. There is the Flamer Pioneer from EK. He's upgraded as well. I think it's Flamer Pioneer, so from making somewhat the difference here. Decent timing. There is no the MG42 as well. Rather late, but it's here. So, okay, with some decent bleed, I'd say already it's quite even. It's very, very nice. Of course, for the Soviets. Okay, by the way, no doctrines chosen yet. And eventually, ammo is gonna come to the middle. Yes, to know back into the game. Gonna get the fuel here eventually. That's alright, but the UC definitely putting here some bleed upon YoungRutra, I'd say. And okay. Yeah, so far with no tag, seems he's happy with what he got. Very sure of the doctrinal choice though. But he's ready. Well, Panguan doing a great job here. Setting up some sandbags literally everywhere. Almost. You can, yeah. So the allies now with the VP lead. I guess coming in probably very soon. So some nice wiring already in the middle. Just 5-man sections out here for Panguan. Also getting some more sandbags.
Our forces are ready to advance rapidly
Some
through the front
mining.
lines.
Yeah, the 2-2 is in. So there won't be particular an AC. It's gonna be the AT gun. And there will be rifle nade here. One on the fallback. So with the flank here upon EK. As far as sandbags are doing a good job somewhat, but it's a double 2-2 finishing them off here eventually.
We're losing a capture point. Promotion! Good-o!
Here we have the 6-pounder out. It's gonna take a while. And now the Brents with the force here coming in.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
And the engineers coming just around the corner here. There's the rifle nade. Down another model. Eventually EK with the next here. Bring in the AA. It seems. Now we have access with the resource control. For a brief moment at least. There's also a baby 45mm AT gun. So that's the defensive. Also bring, I guess, 120 here soon enough. Be a decent option for this map. Also here on the cutoff of Panguan. Okay, it's gonna be the engineer for EK. No 120 yet. And the AA might go down here. As there's a miss. No, it's actually a big kill for Thoton.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
That's quite a loss, and everyone is gonna get in the glider. Even make a mortar if I had one. Even upon losing EKs, maybe gonna get in fuel here. I'm going with some nice usage of the smoke flare. And I guess UC is also gonna go down. Oh, there is a miss though, but double Puck 43 is ready here to finish the job.
have a fresh grenadier squad.
And sandbags are ready.
Manufacturing
Just in
capability
time.
has been increased.
And it's gonna be a commando, I guess. No mortar yet. But it's the 120 as well, so okay. He's playing well, I guess, with his manpower. He's actually having the resources for that. Yes, for now it's gonna be enough here, having 1 VP and 1 fuel for the allies. Till they can somewhat get their units here out they need for dealing with the Axis. Yeah, this is some trenches. When I guess a barrage. I guess the idea was visible for once, somewhat. Get in a barrage, 120. Oh. This shot is already pretty decent here, forcing back the MG. The EK is not gonna follow up really. It's maybe waiting another unit instead of enforcing the cons, it seems. He wants to get another 120. He is in danger though. Actually, Bischoff no. And commandos coming in, but YoungRutra realized, gets the section here with the rifle-mate. It's gonna be the big push here for the cutoff, I guess. It's also gonna work for the Axis, I guess. And to revealing heavy commandos.
Troops are ready to fly into a target area by glider.
Okay, it's gonna be the tier 3. No additional mortar. You know, obviously, next with a huge resource advantage. It's gonna be another rifle-mate, and one is, I guess, falling for it yet again.
Well done, comrades. It's ours.
120, I guess, will be aiming for YoungRutra now. But he's already dodging that one.
What do you need us to do?
And it's gonna be a crumble, it seems. Okay, still somewhat lacking the fuel here. Tossing in that AA previously. Definitely cost him something. It's gonna be yet again the Ostwind for the TR Remnants. '20 is gonna help, I guess, with the trenches here. Not really connecting any damage, it seems. Just into the next trench now. Oh yeah, punching through the MG is gonna be an issue. It's also the double Pak 40, dealing the own trench here, it seems, and this punk run will be falling back here already. But now we have the Cromwell, though it's quite the 80 wall, of course. It's gonna come just around the corner here. 40 now, it's gonna come in, but it's already falling back, I guess. Yeah, there's a lot of 80 around.
T-34 ready for combat.
A lot of MG, a lot of support weapons, and see that the allies don't really have anything to deal with that, but the very 120 here. 0 kills so far. This is now some new quiet green cover though, but down goes another section, I'm afraid. It's not ideal. I was gonna try to get Austria, it's gonna be successful with that, but we'll pack with the miss actually in the end. But well, it's gonna be the smoke. But Grand is also coming in. It's quite the yeah. Snare's gonna finish off the Cromwell, so it's a tank for a tank, I guess. But who knows, maybe it's enough here to make it back into the game. Maybe that's the trade. Wanna have eventually. No being behind with the resources, I guess it can somewhat change how the game is going. And already with the catch here early on, but no, it's gonna be the T-34, and I guess it's gonna finish that one off very quickly. Actually get scared here in the end. Catch is gonna live, and when he won't follow up here for destroying it, and we have the Brumba for YoungRutra. There's no AT Overwatch any soon, so that's not gonna work out perfectly for now. It'll be very hard, I guess, dealing with that Brumba for now. What there is the T-34. It's gonna be weapon racks for the British, so. But yeah, Q-wise quite behind here in terms of acquiring any Firefly or something.
Extra firepower is now available for units.
In the hands on
Supply lines been cut.
the Brumba, and it's not gonna become easier here without any fuel. Just right off here, the area to the right. And we have now the double 120, but there is the left already from Thoton with the Storm Doctrine countering the 120, and I guess allies won't have any counter for that specifically. But in return, Osman died, so I guess he might be contesting yet again his side. Could be the play here as well, I guess, in the end. Trying to divide here the forces of Thoton. At least the 6-pounder somewhat connecting to the Brumba. It's I guess worth something, but yeah, actually there is the bunker here as well, already set up from Thoton for protection. And yeah, with a lot of units here for EK, he's already having quite the high army value actually. if you look at that. So yeah, going quite efficient with his manpower. Well, there will be Panzerwerfer now as well. Straight after the bomber, so that's decent overall. It's good. It's pressed. So baby 18 tries the deal here with the bunker in the end. With the first successful hit, I guess. And returning. YoungRutra is gonna get back here on his side. I just want to smoke for the capture, or I guess in the bunker reveal itself. Suppression is there, so there's no decap at all. Nice, pretty close to, I guess, going beneath the 200 VPs. It's a double 6-pounder out. I'm missing any resources to get a tank, and it's gonna be a 6-pounder down. So we might gonna get it in the end here. It's gonna fall though. The double commandos coming in. The pack 40s here, taking them all out. It's pretty decent. It's looking too well for the commandos. This might get all wiped here, fortunately. Yeah. It's 2 commandos down, I'm afraid. It's not really worth the decrew. Yes, indeed, there's a Stuck as well. Caddy's coming in. Again, there's another bunker here, ready for the other VP, so it's quite a struggle here for Panmuguan now to get even his very own VP, and he's gonna get another Cromwell, it seems. And there was this Caddy Barrage. Oh, was finishing off one Gren, but it's gonna live in the end. And the Ostwind is already being rebuilt. Target here, what he left so far. We're trying to look for that 120. Guess Bunker's gonna die here in the end though. The Pack 40s are ready already. It's the 120 barrage. Double barrage. That's just the auto fire, I guess. Don't barrage at all. Didn't like it, but it's just both 120s going for the very same target, I guess. And one gets pressed after all here in the middle. Just gonna fall back. Maybe it's not recruit, but in the meantime, it's gonna be another 6-pounder he lost for Panmuguan. Actually got the weapon pack, but it's not using any brands, I guess. some reason. Guess he's waiting for that one play with the strafing support. Maybe with the crumble to dive his player. The control here of the VPs is a real issue for the Pioneer team.
You are showing weakness. We are down to 75 points.
And Stock's also ready, of course. We have a Panther as well from YoungRutra, so that's quite the amount of units here. I just get the crumble here, just not falling back. It's getting out the shot, even though being silenced, and it's an under crumble lost here, I'm afraid. It's the engine damage, the Overwatch is ready, but no infantry is really following up here in the end. Double Stuck. It's an issue for the T-34. Actually bouncing even upon the Stuck here. I think it's the Stucker bomb. With the 80. T-34 with the miss. And it's a dead T-34, I'm afraid.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
At least it trades itself with something, though there's 8 Overwatch as well. But finish off the Stuck, but I guess this Stuck is just hidden in time. So when it's coming in, I just finish off here. I'm afraid the caddy. And there's the double snare. This caddy might live.
Cut off a sector.
Kamukwan, let's just bring in
Gun is ready for
a 6-pounder, so I guess. Right, finish off here.
have been reduced to 25
Oswind.
points. Failure is not rewarded.
Another snare, but great. Allies not having any more the VPs here. There's the skill planes here. It's afraid not gonna change much. And left also hitting the base. With the barrage, but actually the MG dies. Yeah, Allies gonna make it somehow into a VP.
The enemy is about to defeat us. We have
And Buffer just aims for the 120 and finishes off instead the caddy. It's unfortunate for the Allies. I guess they won't be able to decap. I'm afraid that's game. Yes, it is. So game 1 goes to the tier Remnants. Quite decisive overall, I'm afraid. Really losing here a lot of units, especially Panmugwan. Grenadiers with a lot of kills. number with decent kill count. Yep. Even 2-2 with a lot of kills. Rather not the LFH. Just one barrage or something. Not really killing anything yet, but yeah. Right, we're gonna have a game 2 though. Let's say. Yeah. Hanukwan not trading well here with the Oster. Yes, Ike doing a bit better, especially considering playing conscripts versus sections. Oh, also X is quite ahead here with the army value. And yeah. Yeah, here with the loss, I'm afraid, of the Cromwell. It was quite the blow for him in the end. I mean, Ostwind falls as well, but they didn't really have the fuel to rebuild, but the Axis had indeed, so Thoton just back on track very soon, and of course when also the new Cromwell being lost in the end didn't help either. And yeah. Okay, losing, I'm afraid. In the end here, the T-34 and the Caddy. Sealing their fate. Yeah, points held wise, you can see Axis. Yeah, very early on with the advantage here in terms of the resource income. Making good use of that, of course. I'm afraid Pamukwan here losing quite the amount of sections in the end, and 2 6-pounders and the double commandos for the D crew on the Pack 40s being, but I'm afraid not worth it in the end. Start. Game 2. Veni team without a Pioneer with Ahri as the OKW and Veni as the Austria versus Thoton and YoungRutra, the tier Remnants with the Soviets. And it's gonna be conscripts for both of them. So yet, no doctrine is chosen.
This is what we're trained for.
It's gonna be the Kübel from Ahri.
Ready?
Veni also not bringing in any MG yet, so apparently both teams not really believing into straight away MG42, but just some infantry, I guess.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Very interesting choice and symmetry here between the teams, I guess.
Volksgrenadier, ready for action.
This is in the Volksgrenadier, so I guess Ahri might be going for the Fusiliers, possibly. Yet again, the tier Remnants straight going for the middle here. Now it's gonna go in with actually for the cap here already. Tier YoungRutra is just falling back already, I guess. And Veni indeed just prioritizing here the ammunition, it seems. And there will be yet again another Volksgrenadier for Ahri. Seems like it. Carrying here also the Kübel while somewhat capturing the point, I guess. Coming in again, fully repaired. The Pioneers here in the tower, I guess. And Thoton very aggressive here early on. And straight away for the VP here from Veni. It's just bringing in also a 4th Grenadier straight away. Yes, there will be a VP lead now for the allies here early on. Fourth grenadier is out. So it's doing quite well with the KD, I'd say.
Opponents are seizing a sector.
A decent start here. Now we have, I guess, superior numbers here from the Axis. Of course, with the shorter way here back to the front line. Going here the closer base, of course. Yeah, Thoton still somewhat present. He's gonna make use straight away of the first aid here. Far off from his base eventually, and that's gonna be the attack. Übel with the map hack. Active just going in here for the VP. Quite some models here on the way back, I guess. YoungRutra with the snares out here. But Ahri is not gonna fall for that. Yeah, the Cube map hack ability, you know, being the detection here, which can locate units in the fog of war, like on the tag map, I guess, or the mini map. I'm not sure it's also on the tag map or just tag map. But yeah, that's the map pack here presented by the symbol. As you can see now here, there's a unit coming out of the base, right? In the fog of war, as you can see. And yeah, okay, I'm a bit too late now, but it's a Cube map hack. That's how players call it, I'd say. Pretty strong, useful unit just for that ability. So very precious to keep it alive and well, to make use of it, even rather very late into the match, can be definitely of advantage. Oh, it's always kind of tough to do here. Selecting anything like that. And then you won't see as much from the game, which might be also annoying. It's really something easy to solve. And 2-2 is out indeed. The map hack doing its job. Ahri with the base tier 1. That's actually sometimes going for the forward tier 1. Indeed, but I guess he's not gonna go for it this match here. Time. Heavy fighting in the middle. Yes, of course, the incendiary. From the do it like this maybe, but yeah, this would be very annoying as well, you see. Can only make it smaller, I guess. Yes. Maybe. Alright. No, it's totally different, because it only locates units on the mini map or the tag map, right? Ace out for Ahri. It's more comparable to the 2-2 map hack ability, with the deficiency being the infantry awareness, as you can see, but not comparable to the scopes. Scopes just give you a true sight, right, revealing anything just by using the default camera, and remap hack, it's just for the mini-map, I guess. He's very live, but not using the ability right now. Indeed, very strong. Maybe cheer for game 3, so the Axis may win this one. Kubo definitely with some impact already. The Ahri with some good control here over the middle, and it's gonna be the guard motor for YoungRutra that we know, and the joint operations for Veni. Interesting. Well, Ahri is indeed going for the JLI. I forgot about the score. Wait. Here you go. I guess. Yes, game 2. Our Thoton just survives barely here, and he's just missing or the ground attack. Yeah, so far it's looking quite decent for the Axis. Kondo might go for the snare here, but Ahri is aware, and there is indeed the flag. Some quite decent damage here as well. So the T-70 is now coming in. And it's the Shrek already for Ahri. Kubo is revealing indeed the con coming in again. Guess he's gonna be able to cap it back, but he's gonna fall back already. And Veni with the artillery field officer here. Some free smoke. And we utilize here for the Maxim, I guess. Indeed, it's just listening to me, I guess. Well played here from Veni, I guess. But eventually he has to fall back here. And indeed the Kubo dies now to the T-70 with the guards. Just coming into the house. And Thoton will be going for the VP yet again from Veni. While flanking here Ahri in the middle. And we have a leak from Ahri as well coming in. Running here the GRI, unless Shrek is gonna connect, if I can't. Certainly is in grave danger here, might die. Not paying the attention here, too busy with his A here, bringing it to safety. We have the mortar from Veni. And yeah, now we have allies coming back into the game somewhat. Taking in the VPs here, but Veni will be very soon back instead of the map with the fuel. What is ready though, setting up, connecting. Thoton's coming in as well. Oh, it's gonna be another connection here. It could be the play from Veni, no, with Thoton indeed coming in, finishing off 70, that's quite a big kill indeed for him. Oh, it's well played, I guess. Ahri pretty schwer already. YoungRutra also quite stable here. Now, being on his side, and nice use also of the first field aid from Veni. Bringing up his grenadiers. So he's gonna remain here very aggressive in combat, I'd say. Now it's about Ahri, I guess, to come back here into the game. Eyeing the middle. Yeah, pretty decent water barrage here. Sending the conscript straight away back home, I'd say. I guess the X here with a little bit of a few advantage. Probably not as big as tier Remnants advantage in the last game. So. But yeah, there's somewhat an advantage, and it's gonna be the tier 2 medium, I guess, for Veni. Massed already quite the amount of fuel. But actually also just bring in the Brumba already at this point. Yeah, actually realizing that yet again, it was just the idea of mine, and Veni has figured it also out himself that he's gonna attack now for the tier 3 until he's gonna have the building. He's gonna have the resources for a Brumba already. So that just makes sense here. Veni though is just coming back at the front line. And Rush coming in. What is this? Yeah, the left for Ahri. Now return though. The allies now with the resource control. There's a double leak here versus the Maxim. The Ahri will be coming in for the VP instead here. This is quite with the loss here recently of their VPs, of course. And it's ready for the T70. Yes, another T70 from Thoton. The first one being gone, so that's quite the investment from him. There will be indeed the Brumba here as a response. But yeah, I guess 70 will pay itself off very soon with the double fuel. Looking here, quite the resource difference. Obviously also bringing in some handy resources for the teammate. Which might just bring in the 85 in about 1 minute. Well, there will be the P4 for Ahri, of course. It's shot here from the Raketen. And Maximus on the run. I know Ahri will attempt here to get back his fuel. Oh, nice shot here from the leaks. Surprisingly, the allies with no 120 in this game. But it seems to just work out as fine. rotation from the Raketen here from Ahri, and he's just coming back here for the fuel. The Axis are now on the advantage, and yeah, Thoton's still missing the tech as well, so it's gonna be rather late caddy or medium armor, whatever it is. Goes out though, so's the 85. It's coming in a little bit later here, not making too much of a difference. And it's the bomber or hitting the mine here from Thoton. I'm afraid there's no 80 overwatch yet, or bombing strike, of course. This gets decrewed from Veni. Like 40 is straight away walking up here for finishing it off and missing the target. 2 is gonna come in as well for finishing the deal, it seems. Well, YoungRutra would come in here with the deep dive on, I guess, the AA, but falling back here in the end eventually. It seems this gun is gonna be safe here. Might get decrewed yet again, no, it's not like it. It's very fortunate for Thoton, just paying here. Gets some manpower for that, but in the end, obviously not as much as they would have if rebuilding that one. P4 is marked, plane's gone though, and then it's just pushing forward yet again. Yes, it's the only direction he knows, forward to victory. With the bomber, a very decent shot here, taking out the Zis here from YoungRutra. P4 is gonna follow up. Going to decrew, destroy it furthermore, but it's the guard. And there's also gonna be YoungRutra here. Coming back this gun potentially. Oh. I have to recrew it yet again, so I guess that will happen yet again. Go with the double merge here in the end. Yes, he does. It's very well used, so it's very fortunate, I'd say, for the allies here. Indeed, there's the ML20 out for Thoton. A very close shot here to support weapons from Ahri, and there's gonna be skill plans as well. It seems from Ahri. It's finishing off the T70, and it's also gonna be Veni with the left, with the counter barrage, just finishing off the crew here in the ML20 straight away. Allies with the counter though, and the recon overflight though. There's no ammo yet for that, it seems like it, so left still barraging the ML20 might actually finish it off in the end. If so, that would be obviously quite lucky, I'd say. Or it actually finishes off the entire ML20 with just one barrage. That's very surprising to see here, interesting. Then it just with the barrage of its lifetime, I guess, in this game. Very precise. 6 kills, that one straight away left. It's quite handy, I guess. With the airburst barrage. The double Zis coming in though, Veni, with the reaction time here, making it out quite safely. Throwing it off though, lost just some HP, so I guess that can be a reasonable choice here. 70 getting blocked, but it's finished off from the Raketans. That's, I'm afraid, somewhat a misplay here from YoungRutra. Oh, I guess SW as it's just coming in to join the combat as a non-combatant unit here. Engineer might get wiped. The 2 I guess, yes it does. Funnily enough, to die zero to this, but Veni also like the remnant with the bunker here for the fuel. Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan is here for the SWS. Next left brush out, 12 kills it is already. Yeah, that's pretty decent, I guess. I think YoungRutra didn't really realize that his consoles are not too well right now. Oh, I guess he's gonna... Alright, he merged and he's gonna force him upon pushing furthermore. Yes, that's a very Russian or Soviet thing to do. There's no retreat. Gotta push for the sake of pushing, I guess. Me just toying around here with the officer, though hitting the mine here eventually. Get back to space. Yeah, it's about quite even now VP wise. Be a pretty long game here coming in. Ace ready. It's gonna fall back, I'm afraid. It's gonna be the Boomba with the Magna though. There's no real follow up here. Oh, engineer quite low again by the mortar. Yes, indeed. Veni, he's ready already with the next bunker, I'm afraid. The very dislike of Thoton. Just, I guess, copying the gameplay from him of the very last game, I guess. It's getting out the bunkers everywhere, it seems. So it's gonna be the snare, but there won't be munition here, I guess. One bunker falls down. It's the bunker busting though. This gun is gonna be too far off. Yeah, trying to get his hands back upon the fuel here. Atmosphere as well. Surprisingly, the bunker also so much covering here the middle VP. And Thoton was making himself into the very next bunker as well. Surprisingly, this bunker really covering well, huge area of the map. But yeah, this gun is ready now for the defense. Boomba is just getting repaired, so I guess it's gonna be another bunker. Oh, no, there's... Oh, actually Thoton getting scared here by the rifle nade. And it's gonna be a Panther for Veni here. Thoton with the T-34, so this Panther's gonna be the response, but the allies with some nice assist barrages during this match, I guess. The league's definitely took some work here upon the allies, and there's gonna be here next left barrage. It's being ready now, or it's actually already firing. Maybe some bug, I guess. But he gets screwed. Veni is here with the deep dive upon the T-34. It's gonna be another tank down here for Thoton. So he's gonna get his hands back on the Pack 40 as well. Now yet again the allies with the VP lead here. Which won't be able to cap yet again the middle here based on the bunker, which gets finished off here eventually. This is ready. There's the LMG Grand War. Yeah. There's the next push coming in from the left. And coming in with the help here. There's the caddy though from YoungRutra, and it's gonna be another T-34 for Thoton. Panther's ready though, so be careful with that. Caddy barrage, oh, finishing off the Sturm Pioneer here next to the league. That's very painful. Ahri indeed walking forward here to keep his unit alive. And now we have the big boy KT coming in at 30 minutes. It's not too bad as well. Yes, they're calling in the skill planes, I guess, trying to finish off the caddies, though. Usually just dodging in time, the planes falling back. He seems to have set of the map in his grip, I guess. Yes, Thoton with some casualties with the double T-70 and 154 ready. He's not having any indirect really for punching back here. Veni with his strong line of support weapons and waters. That she definitely with 16 kills, doing a very decent job here. And the next left rush coming in as well. 40 with the double connect. And yeah, left is up. And it's also just crashing in, but Rumbo's Metu with the skirts ready as well to push in yet again. Well, very dangerous with left barrage here in the vicinity. The mortars can fall back. Wanna keep a decent veterancy, of course. Oh, 85. This is somewhat struggling with the armor here from the KT. Indeed. Eventually, Maxim staying here in the area of the left barrage, getting decrewed, and Veni of course up for the task here, finishing it off, I guess. But yeah, we've required with the amount of caddies, finishing off the first league. Now doing it first of all. Yeah, KT definitely putting some work here on the infantry neutral, finishing off indeed the guards, failing here to penetrate the KT at all. It's quite surprising, I guess. It's just bouncing every shot. Yes. Wouldn't be happy about that, I'm afraid. There is actually YoungRutra here with his Sys guns, just to bring in the performance he would like to have here in the end.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
And yeah, the allies also not really collecting the ammunition for finishing off the left. Just having a decent time here. Permanently barraging everything and yeah. Support. With the officer, I'm afraid, and it's utility, I guess. Resetting, I think, the left. To fire permanently. Yeah, that's the reason for that. The two officer. Does very well, and now we have the reinforced repair bunkers as well for Veni, who seems to float gladly. And with another, we can overfly it, I guess. Let's get a barrage coming in. All over the place. Finishing off all the Raketen, I guess. But the Panther, I guess, is gonna die here. As it does. That's a nice kill for Thoton here. And you just need some time here for rebuilding and collecting the manpower. But Pack 40 is ready, and I'm afraid we'll be taking down the T-54 indeed. And we'll be probably back into combat very soon here. So Ahri now putting on the pressure here upon YoungRutra, though it is quite damaged here in the end.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be the engine boost. Oh, I'm not sure about that. Yeah. Dangerous call here from Ahri. Get back to safety in the end. AT needs urgent repairs as well. The next left barrage is in. The left barrages. Does he actually have a second left? There's just one left, so I guess it's the artillery officer as well. Coordinated barrage. I think it's time to make it back into the combat. So that's the P4. Ahri's quite low on manpower. Maybe should make some use here. The repairs from a teammate. I guess he realized that that would be indeed the play right now. Thoton still 2 T-34s, I guess.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Yes, time. Come back. Powerful mission. Next left for us in. Not too far from the battery. 34. It's lacking the manpower, I guess, for another Panther. I guess allies with somewhat a decent comeback, temporary. At least. It's lining up though. Pretty fire rate already with that 5 veterans here. It is back into action as well. Not really finding right now any target, although makes it just barely out here alive. Yeah. So 85 coming in. It's in the short though. Also quite scared here of getting, I guess, too close. The Raketans being very well presented here. There's another mark. Pretty Katie now with the penetration in the end. Yeah, double SU-85 for YoungRutra. It's ready yet again. It's just pushing forward. Okay. Might actually retreat into the creeping. So nice in the end. It was quite fortunate, I'd say. Luckily, T-44 lives. In danger, but might live here eventually. In the end, these are turning around. The Raketen. So connecting with decent shots. Or 80 with the suppression here upon the conscript, and there's another bunker busting, though Thoton realized just in time. He's not too impressed here. Sending in the P4. Still with the Vetu, with the 39 kills. It's very interesting. I guess we will have a Pack 43 for Veni. Let's bring in another left barrage. Okay, it's just going up and down here in this one. And he's on the run. 43 is acquired. And they also got with the contesting for the VP. Yeah. Aim's going for a while, so I guess you might prioritize eventually winning the game VP based, let's say.
Well done. We have forced the enemy down to 200 points.
It's fine here in the middle. 43 is out. And yet again another bunker. I'm gonna turn around here to Pack 43, I guess. T, fall back. 43 turned around. Just with the kill here upon the T-44. It's, I guess, a very welcome surprise. And the caddy, I guess, not able to finish off the over, but again, not a leak here at the end. Mechanized, really doing the job here with the repairs as well. The Roomba's coming in yet again. Oh. Builds itself, this is. Yeah, I guess there's no side. Infantry, no side. Thoton is gonna come in for the middle yet again. Guess it's gonna be that idea here, I'm afraid. Combat also almost finishing off the own unit. And we have yet again 2 T-34s. And I think it's gonna be precision bombing for the left, just about hit that free. And finished off now by the drop here, indeed. So that's definitely, finally a good kill for the allies here. Suffering tremendously for that, but there goes another T-34, I'm afraid. caddies ready. Another barrage. The two kills are doing too bad as well. Still the Maxim, of course. Oh, 5 going in very deep. Luckily, the Raketans not being set up here perfectly. So the 5 is ready. I guess. It's all the Raketans. Double connect. Maxim is gonna die. Yes. That was a nicely vetted Maxim, I'm afraid. Which are a little bit low here on units, oh, and it's eventually the Shrek with the finish. I guess Veni will just toss in another bunker. Likes his bunkers. Doing a great job so far, of course. I just also want to get in another left, maybe. Yes, so a bunker for the VP here. Another one coming in for the middle yet again. And there will be another scouting plane, so Thoton making good use here of that, I'd say.
Our bunker can now accommodate an MG-42.
Yeah, it's indeed quite costly as well. AA is still alive as well for the Axis, that 4. 32 kills, that's quite decent. Both planes being destroyed, I'd say, already. Caddy's really doing a job for the allies as well, with the creeping barrages. Mech 43 is indeed gone as well. And he's finishing off his own mortar. In another laugh. I guess he's quite struggling as well with the Bobcat. But this is ready indeed. There's the bunker busting, Thoton is falling back in time. Oh, he's still in the arc, I guess.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Oh, might die. It's gonna live. So finally with the flank. Getting very one Raketten here, though. Oh, Pifo's gonna come in from behind. D5 dies, so that's a Raketten one very well vetted 85 here in the end. YoungRutra though has the resources to rebuild, and that's gonna happen right now. Well, instead he's gonna bring 2 T-34s. T-85 dies as well to the Raketten. Yeah, that's definitely some units lost here for YoungRutra, I'm afraid. Oh, the T-34s are coming in from Thoton with the deep dive, I guess, for the bunker. Like 40s not ready yet. It's gonna take a while for them to come back. Time to officer. It's in the middle during the VP. Yeah, I guess T-34s and Thoton, they're just on the run. And now Mech 40s are back. Making decent shots here, almost taking out the tank. Though luckily for Thoton there is the miss here in the end, and we have to begin next left barrage here. Coming in. The skill planes from Ahri, I guess. finish off here. T-34, I guess. Yes, he makes it out in time. It's just the skill planes tossed in for nothing. Okay. Luckily not trying to attack here. T-34s. Definitely would have been a dead T-34 after all, but it's been called too late. It is marked, 34 kills, 46 for the P4. Quite the nightmare for the allied infantry. So the one Raketen is very alive, I'd say. It's the double T-34 from YoungRutra. Thoton spent some time here on repairing, I guess. Umba, 46 kills, and quite deep. Decent shot here from the Brumba.
The enemy is down to 75 points.
And yeah, it's gonna be a dead con here for Thoton. T-34s. YoungRutra is just going in with the all-in dive, I guess. Finish off the Raketen, but loses T-34 for that. Actually 2 T-34s. I don't think it's really worth the shot to the Panther yet again. On the deep dive mission here, getting killed, but one caddy, it's gone. And it's gonna be the vetted one. Or actually 2 caddies might be gone. Yeah, looks like it. So that's definitely worth it. Getting down the precious veterancy. It's just one caddy. Oh, here from Thoton. T-34 was taken out as well. But again. But is indeed in danger here, though. For some reason not really going. T-34. The pack is somehow just turned around correctly, I guess. And it's gonna die as well. Yeah, allies, Nutra down to 2 units, I'm afraid. It's looking a little bit better here. For Thoton, and yeah, I'm afraid basically surrender. Yeah. It's game. In the chaos, I guess. Veni here with the play, taking out the caddies. That's just a very decent pickup for him. Getting out those very experienced, very well vetted units. And yeah, of course also Veni with the float, somewhat just bringing in another Panther so that doesn't cost him anything at all. But the allies, they're not able to rebuild at all. Yeah, YoungRutra, not the very best KD here, neither Thoton, but yeah, Veni. 300 kills, basically, so does Ahri. Quite the game, and lots of damage. Graphites, I guess. This is, I mean, it was going for quite a while, going up and down, but in the early, but then Thoton, the casualties, Veni somewhat well ahead for most of the game. In the end, Thoton just with the all-in, trying to turn around the game, I guess, and I'm afraid it didn't work out for them. And yes, we're gonna have the ace game. It's pretty decent, I guess. So it's gonna be another match to be casted, and let's hope it's gonna be as tense as the game 2. I'd say it would be very welcome, of course. But yeah, great game here from the Pioneer team without a Pioneer. I guess Veni somewhat the MVP, I'd say, in the end. Good use of his units with the correct trades, finishing off the carries, and yeah, also good job of Ahri, of course, keeping his units very well alive. Well, the allies also with some nice caddy barrages in this game. Finishing off also here just with the combined arms, the left was definitely very well done here by Thoton. Nice decision making here with the doctrine and the game plan, but in the end sort of didn't manage to finish it off, and didn't manage to finish off the big tanks here and the Brumba. Also because the Pioneer team here playing very well with their armor, I guess. Not losing that, keeping it alive, paying that attention to it. Also to the P4 here, making it through the entire game. You know, the allies with quite the losses, I guess, in terms of their armor, and not being able to keep it alive for YoungRutra. Very long time in this match here, also being able to keep his T-34-85 alive, but at some point is starting to lose that precious armor, I guess. Yeah, as you can see, it's just the Kubo loss here for Ahri, didn't lose any other armor, and in return we have 6 T-34s, 2 T-70s being lost from Thoton. Like, that's quite something, and it's 3 T-34-76 for YoungRutra and 85 T-70 and 2 Zeus and 2 caddies for YoungRutra. I guess that makes also somewhat the difference, like not losing your units. Even the AA lived the entire game, being quite handy for the Axis as well. Finishing off Recon Overflight here from Thoton. Yeah, of course the Brumba. Also infantry-wise, yeah, Ahri with some casualties, but rebuilding the Oberst, but keeping also that precious GLI alive with the kill count, I'd say. And yeah, so that's why it's gonna be the game 3, I guess. Gonna take a moment here for the teams, of course, as well, to get out the new map and the decision making. Yeah, Grants as well. Did actually Veni ever lose a Gran? I'm not sure. No, he did. Even though of the 3 caddies and the highly vetted caddies, he somehow managed to keep those Grants alive for the entire game. That's quite impressive as well. But also lucky, of course. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yes, Thoton also, yeah, he actually lost 4 cons, so yeah. Yeah, I guess this is also a con from the very beginning here, from Thoton. Probably the same for YoungRutra. 27 kills. And yes, so it's about the stats. Alright, it's the ace game, it's the game 3, and we have obviously Hamugwan and EK here from the top side. Hamugwan being the OKW and EK as the Ostair, and yeah, there's gonna be no Kubel but the Volksgrenadier, and it's gonna be the OKW versus YoungRutra as the Soviets here. With Thoton being also the Soviets, of course. Das ist die Ost hier.
Target secure. Establish defensive line.
Allies straight away with their doctrinal choices. Being the ML20. Of course, yet again the precision barrage strike here. Bombing strike with the barrage, of course. Combined arms, it is for YoungRutra now instead. It's gonna be Thoton with the armored assault tactics, of course.
Grenadier, ready for
Bring in
action.
also some knowledge about the opponent with the radio intercept, of course. Axe is still waiting with their doctrinal choices, I guess.
Target captured. No enemy contact.
Yet again, it's no MG42, but Grenadiers. Mugwan. And some decent infantry as well. And here, Volksgrenadiers, so it's rather not gonna be the breakthrough. Maybe it's Overwatch yet again.
Maybe now I'm out of this. Do not lose faith.
It's probably gonna be a 4th Grenadier as well. The allies with the VP lead.
Grenadier are
On
on
the
the line.
140. Oh, he's gonna fall back. Actually. Feeling the strength here. I guess taking in the point. Yeah, that's VP wise a decent start, I'd say, for the allies. The late ammunition, I guess. And yeah, I'm not interested in the VP at all. So, consequence being then the quite amount of VPs already in the first few minutes. Okay, now there will be VP capturement, I guess.
Grenadier, ready for action.
They will be coming from behind. The Grenadiers firing off. Also, I guess on purpose not entering here the VP to stay rather hidden here, coming from behind. With a surprise, I guess. Yeah, I'm finding here the very one construct from Thoton being here alone in the middle.
Production upgrade accomplished.
And it's the flame already. He's still behind Thoton here with some units. And now will be the attempt on Panmogran going yet again for the fuel, it seems. Realizing there's quite a lot of units in the middle. Thoton will be going for the fuel as well here. Yes. Eventually Panmogran will succeed here with the decap, but I'm afraid so will Thoton with his 3 models here. In the meantime, Bren is coming in for the middle. Yes, it's the ace game, the game 3. They already switched the factions in the game before, and Green team decided to play the Axis yet again. Being EK and
Enemy is taking our
Hamilton, I
territory.
guess.
Receiving fire. We've done it.
Some sandbags for Hamilton here in the middle. As I'm coming into the middle now.
Steal our sector.
Was EK away. There will be the 2-2 out at the 6th minute, I guess. Still, so that's good. Flamethrower Pine Engineer is gonna come in from behind, but so does Panguan with the 4 Volksgrenadier, bringing just in the numbers, I guess. And that Volksgrenadier here is quite in danger. Might get wiped here actually. Yes it does. That's the first wipe of the game. Panguan here losing the very one Volksgrenadier. Realizing the Flamer coming in from behind, I guess. Bring in the flag here as a follow-up. The Axis remains to have the control, I guess, over the Allied fuel. Definitely lost here. When he's coming in though. Yes, it's no 18-8 for YoungRutra now. 2 actually. Purpose destroying that fence here. Nice detail here from EK to the map. And there's the double 2-2-2, okay. It's very interesting to see. Pretty sure that one is on purpose indeed. And also EK, some decent source control here across the map. See this gun though. 2 is gonna fall back. We have the AA versus the guard. Fall back, scared of the snare. Get a Zis gun, I guess. Successful, he's still contesting the ammunition. And yeah, that's also gonna fall back here. AA is far doing a great job here. For the Axis as well. And ammo being neutralized, not being the best here for the Allies. 2 quite in danger. Overall a good start, of course, for the Axis. Though losing 1 unit, obviously. We mentioned Panguan is gonna bring in the League here as well. It's gonna have some amount of infantry, the AA, some suppression, some utility, the smoke or regular barrage, I'd say. Very well positioned. There's, I guess, the attack here on the grants for destroying the vehicle here. Actually finishing off, I think. No, it's not the Ziskan with the infantry kill. It seemed like it. And yeah, lots of red cover here, of course. And very hard to push into the VP, so yeah. Sort of the Axis equalizing the VP count very soon, I'm afraid. But Thoton with the comeback here on his side. Is one acquiring yes, Steel Kitten, of course. There will be also a YoungRutra with this. Good response here. dealing with the T-70. Also bring in the Shrek.
Pull back! Keep your heads down!
As the double T-70s in. So that can be quite the unit here to make it back into the match, and I guess it's gonna be double T-70 pairing for the pickoff, I guess, for the AA here. There's also the double to come in here as a precious 8, let's say, for the OKW player. One is aware that this is not YoungRutra C70, so obviously he gets scared here eventually. Falling back. And it's gonna be quite the aggressive tier 3 here from Palmogran. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. It's very greedy. We've seen that from Crossfire and else as well, and it didn't work out well for him, I'm afraid. Lost it twice on that location. And there's the Ziz as well with the kill and the AA, so yeah. It could be a fatal choice here. Of course now the AA is up, but this is already gonna put its work here on trying to finish off Schwer, of course. Allies just making it back into the game, I guess, to realizing what's going on. These resource-wise, it's kinda even, I'd say, but actually, E4 is gonna come in soon, possibly for Palmogran, I guess. And can indeed fall back. Quite scared here of losing too much manpower in the engagements. Thoton is gonna acquire the next fuel yet again. Well, Palmogran with rotation here to the middle. Bring in some BPs, I guess, since they're a little bit behind, I guess. That's also worth paying attention to. Yeah, that's the T-70. Just finished the cap here. It doesn't, but take a while to, I guess, cap it back here for the allies, so it's definitely some time. And Grant's finding the landmine here. Indeed, the allies with the fuel control. We're going to bring in the Ober, and I guess straight after that, probably E4. Is that too far off from that? This gun is following up. Just wanted to die here. Yes, it does. It's very fortunate here. I'm not sure that's a ground attack or a very lucky shot. Yeah, instead going for the middle. coming in, almost finishing the Grenadier here. Lots of T-70 action here in the middle as well. And yeah, it's gonna be the double P4 it seems for the Axis, so... But gotta turn around here, the resource control for them. So they might die, I guess, though. Let's purpose aiming here instead. 40 Foxtrot here, so that's not happening as well. And there will be a second Zisgun for Thoton.
Hello, my brothers.
Engineer just in time realizing in the middle. Yeah, that's quite busy here, finishing off all these side blockers. We might come in here with a surprising attack, I guess. And Pang run. Yeah. Well, not with the dive. Just ground attack it is, I guess. Yeah, a lot of plays happening here right now. Next 70's ready, some ground attacking. Or hitting the mine, but it's quite safe over there. And the allies, they really dislike those things, I guess. They've realized there's a mine here. But it disappeared yet again. So Pioneer's very busy repairing. Stats-wise, Allies a little bit behind here, of course, with the KD, but it's conscripts after all, so it's very reasonable. So far, rather balanced, I'd say. It's gonna be the T-34 for YoungRutra, and I'm pretty sure Thoton will bring out an 85 very soon. Oh, this is the user round 3. Down goes another landmine placed by Thoton.
Supply sector under attack.
And we have
The sector has been cut off.
the reconnaissance coming in.
Anti-tank gun has arrived.
In the spearhead.
Powers that be have granted us IS-2 heavy tanks.
It's actually ready, but
300 points.
it's gonna be the 85 instead. So no IS-2 rush, I'm afraid. And going in here quite deep without any Zis as a backup. That's interesting. But dangerous. Oh, Panguan gets somewhat scared from his confidence, I guess. We're expecting there to be a follow up here, or that could be a devastating wipe here on the Grants, but well, and so gonna live. It's just barely alive, I guess, and yeah, the P4 might get snared here. Yeah, that's dangerous, I think. This might actually finish off that tank here in the end. It seems like it, actually. Use the ground attack, yes. Oh, and gets also fortunate with the ground attack here. So that's a heavy loss for the Axis, I'd say. And Pemmican here not aware of the conscript being around. Positioning himself here right behind the house with no intel from behind, I'm afraid.
We are losing territory.
Also with no doctrinal choice yet. Gotta somehow recover from that loss here. Before still well. And we're just gonna bring out, I guess, the AA for that. It's also here with the disadvantage in terms of the VP count, I guess. So they don't have less time, I guess, to rebuild. If something happens. There's gonna be another P4. We have hit again the ML20 this time from YoungRutra, aiming for that Schwer here. I guess that's indeed a decent target. And we also 34 here coming for the support, or oh, 70 might die for that. Or Max is just out here to safety, but it's the ML20 that might actually finish off the Schwer. Yes, it does. So being built here too far forward gets punished eventually. It's gonna take a while, I'm afraid, for Pemmican to bring in any new armor. I just wanna go now for the Katie, but Katie is still a long way off to go, of course.
Gruppe back to full strength.
So we're coming in from EK here for the VP. And they will get that back into the Allied hands just straight away, I'm afraid. Well, I'm trying to get also a sense back on his side, I guess. Okay, with the tier 3, bring in, I guess, a Goomba or something. Maybe it's gonna be the Tiger, eventually. 70, still very well alive for both players here.
We are losing a sector.
Getting a set. Bring here for both of the tanks. Which makes it just behind here with the double flamer. Also quite the damage, or fortunately the retreat path is right about around the other side, of course. Yeah. So it's not too happy here with the side blocker and object, I guess. Has to flatten the map. And we have another T-34 coming in for YoungRutra. 20, just aiming now for EK, I guess.
Enemy contact!
Recon aircraft is refueled.
We will not forget!
The league is doing quite well, at 3 already. The Axe is really in danger here with the VPs already.
Converted into the headquarters building.
Guess it's gonna be the Tiger indeed for EK, it seems. This gun straight away connecting. And there's another 85 coming in for Thoton. Time, I guess. We will have the KT, if so, at some point from Hamburg 1. And he goes the last 2-2 as well. Tiger's out.
Forward elements report and infantry unit lost.
And it's the dead Fox Grenadier for Hamburg 1 here as well. Another loss he cannot really afford, and I guess P4 could die. No. It's gonna live with this ground attack. On the other side, we have the double T-34s just rolling. And they're gonna keep in here for the Raketans, I guess. T-34 is gonna die here. He's not ready right now here to help. He's repairing his P4. It's gonna be the Captain D crew. Indeed, but there's more Fox Grenadiers around, of course. 70 gets snared as well. It's gonna be the double D crew on the Raketans. They're gonna live, so it's gonna be one tank down. At least for YoungRutra, who though has, of course, the resources for another T-34 already.
To 100 points.
It's easier to afford here, losing very cheap tank like the T-34, of course. There you go with the ground attack, but yeah. Intra coming in with the Consi, of course. And still 50 fuel to go for the Axis here, for the KT. And they are already close to losing the game, I'm afraid. EP-wise, so I'm afraid the KT is maybe not even gonna make it here into the game. Kind of looks like that.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
And the snare on the Tiger here. Oh, actually, no engine damage being applied.
Taking what we have secured.
I need him in grave danger. He lives desperately though. Yeah, they're gonna obtain yet again EP in the middle, while Hanmu losing yet again another unit. Here on his side of the map, being down to 2 mainline infantry. It's a real issue for him. Thoton yet again contesting the fuel, so making sure there won't be any KT in time. So they may just end the game here. Just in time, I guess. Yeah, people also not even repaired as it is right now. So this is not again to just 13 fuel per minute. So even though it's just 15 fuel to go, I'm afraid there's no time for that.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
And it's gonna take like another minute. And it's also gonna take a while for the Katie, I'm afraid, to make it upon the VP for holding it, of course. There's the next wave coming in. Infantry from the Soviet and the Ober's already very low, so I guess it's just here for the blend Körper. Now EK is really coming in with the Tiger, trying to help, but as the camos is, and there he goes. I'm afraid the Ober as well for Panmuk 1. We won't be able to rebuild it, so with no doctrine yet. You know what, that might also lose his last main line of the game. I guess it's gonna live here, but yeah, now there is the Katie with the Overwatch doctrine. Not chosen in the end, but actually can lose it to 70. I'm afraid it's too late though. Game is, I think, to be over already here. The VP bleed is too high. So X is not obtaining anything. Yeah, there is the KT, but it's just the KT versus the T-34s now. I'm afraid X won't be able to cap back anything. But desperately trying. And it's game. It's quite the, I guess, fast game here. Congratulations to T Remnants taking in the win, I guess, in the ace game. Rather easily yet again. Forcing upon the VP bleed early on. I guess in the end also those first 3 minutes here making the difference, or first 5 minutes when Pamukwan was just ignoring his VP, not focusing to cap it at all. Like in the first minutes the allies, without doing much, already applying I think almost like 100 VP bleed. But like I'm afraid like coming back at the Pioneer team like a boomerang here in the end. Not being able to make the comeback upon like also winning here some more time maybe, and yeah. With heavy casualties overall. Losing a lot of units. Okay. Well, able here to keep more of his army alive, but still not being able to keep it alive in the end, I guess. Yeah, the allies really with decent kills, also mortar. Some decent job here from YoungRutra. And the cons, of course. Not losing too many units in comparison to the last match, and yeah, YoungRutra with quite the good KD here against the OKW player with the Ober and the Fox Grenadiers. Thoton obviously against the Austria with a rather worse KD than his teammate. It was to be expected, and eventually, yeah, as you can see in the army value, Hamukwan starting to collapse here upon losing the P4 and also losing the Schwer. Was built very aggressively, very forward. Indicating in the end, but I'm afraid being too late in terms of the VP count. And EK. Also with some casualties, so with decent army value. And also, I guess, having to throw in some units here for keeping them into the game. Yeah, of course, the high floaty from Panmukwan waiting for Katie early on for like 7 minutes or 8 minutes. And also, I guess, in the end, the allies, of course, with the advantage here with the points held, temporarily access very well here past somewhat 9th, 8th minute. His map control though, when 70s rolling out here for the allies, bring them back into the game. Yeah, for loss for the OKW player, not really making it easier for them to come back into it. Dying then in return, lots of casualties to the Axis, and thus Remants here taking in the win rather confident. GG's well played.